It's the Opperman Report. Join digital forensic investigator and PI Ed Opperman for an in-depth discussion of conspiracy theories, strategy of New World Order resistance, high-profile court cases in the news, and interviews with expert guests and authors on these topics and more. It's the Opperman Report. And now, here is investigator Ed Opperman.
Okay, welcome to the Opperman Report special announcement, special members section update announcement. We got a new show uploaded to the members section at OppermanReport.com. Chappaquiddick, the killing of Mary Jo Kopechne. That is a show that I did with Mike Rothmiller. Mike's been on the show many times. He's a former LAPD detective in the LAPD Intelligence Division. And what Mike's done is he's gotten some formerly sealed FBI documents unsealed through the Freedom of Information Act. And some fascinating stuff. It's all stuff about how immediately after the accident there, well, first we describe what happened there at Chappaquiddick. The death of Mary Jo Kopechne. Ted Kennedy ran off this little bridge and the car was upside down. He swam to safety. He left the girl behind. He passed by a bunch of houses. He could have called police. A whole bunch of shenanigans went on that night. The thing was covered up. Kennedy tried to sneak out of it, but then ultimately pled guilty. He got a 2-month sentence, suspended sentence. So we get into all that. But then he describes how Nixon sent down a bunch of private investigators and fixers and E. Howard Hunt and James McCord, Watergate burglars, down there to spy on Kennedy and dig up dirt and see what was going on. And Hunt went to the extent of actually writing complaints to the Senate Ethics Committee trying to get Kennedy in trouble for perjury. And by the way, in his book, which is called Chappaquiddick, The Killing of Mary Jo Kopechne, he has all these documents in there. And the transcripts of Kennedy's transcripts from his little hearing there he did, the coroner, and all kinds of great stuff. So anyway, I did about an hour with Mike Rothmiller. We discussed this, a couple other things. If you want to purchase this show, I got a link in the description. You got to go to OppermanReport.com Special Archives. And it's the latest one that was just added. You can get it that way, or you can become a full-blown member. You want to become a member, then you got access to all the shows. Everything you see there in the Special Archives, plus there's a couple more shows, plus there's documents, court documents, videotapes. There's all kinds of stuff in it, too, in the member section. So you can go to Opperman Report. There's a link to the member section there, too, as well. If you want a discount for the member section, contact me directly, OppermanReport@gmail.com. I'll give you 13 months access for $60. We just got to do it through PayPal. I'll send you a little invoice. You can pay with your credit card, whatever you want to do. Get full membership there for $60 for 13 months. Big, big, big discount. I also added another show recently with Grant Stern, who's doing great work on the Russian Trump Rosneft Steele dossier, and Felix Sater, the Russian mobster, buddies with Michael Cohen since junior high school and associate of Donald Trump. And that's in there too as well. It's kind of a funny title. Let me see if I can read this, make sense of it. I tried to read it earlier today. Did I? Yeah, I'm going to get to it now. Navigate over there. Yes, I can. So you go there. And good old Shane over there in Ireland, who's running the website for me now, describes it as, I guess you got to read it with an Irish brogue, and then it makes sense. Come on. Oh, yeah. Unsealed illegal deal, Trump's partner struck with federal prosecutors. I couldn't try and say it with an Irish brogue if I had to right now. But anyway. That's in there too as well. Both of these were just updated in the past couple of days. I'm working on a show too. I'm going to be doing a show for a special report for you about Poppy, who's this YouTube sensation and a real occult symbolism. What's behind it? What's going on with this Poppy character? And is it a hazard to our kids out there and all that kind of stuff like that? So once again, Chappaquiddick, The Killing of Mary Jo Kopechne, $1.99. What a bargain. You can purchase that at a low, low price of $1.99. If you go to the member section, Special Archives, there's a link in the description. If you want access to the full member section, $60, you get 13 months. Thank you so much. Got some big shows coming up. Tomorrow we have, Friday night, we have, Gary Meese and I did 2 hours on the West Memphis 3 and dissecting Bob Ruff and Truth and Justice. And his podcast he's doing now, investigating so-called the West Memphis 3 case. And there's a lot of holes in his investigation, so we kind of point that out for him. Then I did a great show with William Ramsey that will be airing Saturday evening. And we discuss, again, West Memphis 3 and Bob Ruff. Also, too, we discuss Crowley and Barbara Bush and her connection to Aleister Crowley. Is that her great daddy or not? We get into that. And then we turn the tables, and William interviews me for 1 hour. And I did talk about my friendship with Art Bell and the Art Bell lawsuit and all that kind of stuff that went on back in the 90s when Art Bell was suing all those people. And, right in the middle of my wedding, too. We invited Art Bell and Ramona to my wedding. They were in New York at the time, but it was just the logistics. They could never make it over there because they were in Manhattan. It was just way too complicated to get them over to Staten Island. That's a whole story in itself. You should tell that one. We also should tell the whole full story about what happened down at the Pahrump Harvest Festival, too. That was kind of a bizarre outing, too, as well. But anyway, we get into the stories of Art Bell, his radio show, the feud, the lawsuit, the settlement, and everything that went down there. So be sure and check that out over the weekend. And once again, we always appreciate your donations to keep the show on the air. We got those end of the month expenses coming up right now. It's tight. Last month was horrific, but this month it's just tight. So we could use those little donations to come in to get us through the month. Those little $5-10 donations where you can go to OppermanReport.com. There's a donate button on there, and you can click that little button and say make it a monthly donation. And you click on that, and then you send us $5 a month. That's great. Thank you so much, guys. Good night. Have a good evening. I'll talk to you.